welcome to my ColourPop Cosmetics Eyeshadow makeup tutorial and review. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial using the ColourPop Cosmetics Eyeshadows, but I'm first going to do a review on these eyeshadows because I have so many of them and I would love to share my thoughts and opinions with you guys because ColourPop Cosmetics is an amazing company. Their eyeshadows are just, I'm so in love with them. They're so creamy, there's such a great variety of colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the colors that we're going to be using today in the makeup tutorial, and then I'm going to go over the KathleenLights Where the Light Is Foursome, and then I'm going to go in through the rest of the eyeshadows that I have in alphabetical order. So let's get started. So the first eyeshadow that we're going to go in with is this Shop eyeshadow. Now I mentioned this in my spring makeup tutorial, and then I think that's it. Yes, whenever I was doing my spring makeup tutorial and I was putting colors on the lower lash line, I used this. This is one of the 4 colors that I used, but I said, you know, I think that it's not that fun to put on the lower lash line, so I'm going to try to see if I can find a way to use it in a way that I do like it. So I tried it in the crease, and I really, really like it in the crease. I think it's just such a fun color to put there, and especially with the other color that I'm going to show you, it just pairs so well together. The eyeshadow that I love to put with Shop that I'm going to be using in this makeup tutorial is in Tea Party. It is just a pretty shimmery pink color, and I think blends so nicely with Shop. I feel like they were made for each other. So Tea Party is a metallic finish, so that's why it's super shimmery, and I'm going to be applying it with my fingers. The Shop eyeshadow is in matte, so that's really great for the crease, and it does not end up there. I can't speak. There ends up not being too much glitteriness going on. So you have the glitter on your lid, but then you have a nice matte in the crease. And then the other ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadow that I'm going to be using in this makeup tutorial is this eyeshadow in Glow. This is from the Where the Light Is palette that KathleenLights put together with ColourPop Cosmetics. So this is a matte eyeshadow as well, and I'm going to be using it on my brow bone. It's a very, very pretty brow bone highlight, and I would highly recommend getting the Where the Light Is palette because this is a great eyeshadow for the brow bone, and then the other shadows I'm going to be going over with are also pretty amazing as well. Now I want to move on to the Where the Light Is Foursome that KathleenLights put together. So it came in this little box right here. I think it's just such a cute box. She did really great with the packaging. I would check out her channel. I will link it down below, and I will also link her video where she talks about the foursome that she put together with ColourPop Cosmetics. Now I already went over Glow and said it was the perfect highlight color, but the other color that I think you guys definitely have to have, and it's one of my favorites, is Cornelius. And this is the perfect crease color. So I would highly recommend getting this foursome. You can only get these eyeshadows, I believe, in the foursome, but they are so incredibly worth it. The foursome is $20, but so that's like each eyeshadow being $5 a piece, which all eyeshadows on ColourPopCosmetics.com are $5. So that works out pretty nicely. So Cornelius is a great crease color, and I also use it on the lower lash line. This is a matte finish as well. So you got the perfect brow bone highlight, the perfect crease color, but then you have some really pretty lid colors. So the 2 lid colors that I'm going to be showing you are Blaze and KathleenLights. So Blaze is a metallic finish, and it's just this darker golden eyeshadow. It's just so pretty. I think it looks pretty good with Cornelius, so Cornelius in the crease and then this on the lid. I think you could just do it with a bunch of different colors too. So I don't know. I really like this Blaze color. I think it's very pretty. But the one that I like the best on the lid between the 2 of them is the KathleenLights eyeshadow. So this is a pearlized finish, but it's just the prettiest warm golden color. Kathleen said that she was basing it off of Amber Lights. That's how she came up with her name, KathleenLights, because she really likes Amber Lights, which I have as well. It's such a beautiful color, so she wanted to make something similar. Definitely get Amber Lights too, but this is a really amazing eyeshadow too. It's a little bit more creamy than Amber Lights. Okay, now we're just going to go through the rest of the eyeshadows that I have from ColourPop Cosmetics. I got a little bit obsessed. Yes, I have so many. Let's see how many I have. I have the foursome. I have these 2 colors that I already mentioned, so that's 6. And then I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 colors total. That's actually better than I thought. I thought I had 20 at least, so it's a little bit better. I'm not as terrible as I thought. But okay, let's just jump into the rest of the eyeshadows. The first one that I'm going to show you is Amaze. And this is such a pretty lid color. This is another color that I apply with my finger because it's a metallic finish, but it's just such a beautiful color to put on the lid. I would get this, and you could use it with Cornelius as well. Then we're going to jump into Daddy, which is one of my favorite colors to put on the lower lash line. I will link my makeup tutorial down below, my Spring Pop of Color makeup tutorial, because I use 4 of the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows, and this is one of them. I already showed you guys shop, and Daddy is another one that I used, and this is a pressed pigment, which I think is kind of funny to me. It's very matte. I feel like it's just the same consistency as Taco, Shop, and the Snapdragon eyeshadow that I'm going to be showing you guys. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful color to use on the lower lash line. And then I really like to pair these eyeshadows on the lower lash line with All That Glitters on the lid, and then Soft Brown or Texture in the Crease by MAC. Those are such great colors to pair with the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows on the lower lash line because they have, they're a little bit special. The All That Glitters is a little shimmery, and the Soft Brown and Texture eyeshadows are a little warm. So it's not such a drastic change between your lid and crease to your lower lash line. I think if you use something a little bit more plain, it might be a little bit too much. So I think it kind of balances it out. So I would highly recommend getting those eyeshadows from MAC Cosmetics, and then pairing them with the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows on the lower lash line. It's just such a great combination. So then the next eyeshadow is called Downtown, and this is more of a dark grayish brown, even has kind of a tinge of green to it, and it is a matte finish. And I wore this in my Beauty Addict on a budget sales and coupons video, and I'll link that down below. This is what I was wearing on the outer corners of my eyes, and I think it's just a pretty outer corner color way to switch it up, but I will say it's not my favorite out of all the ones that I picked up, and not the most excited about it, but I do like it, especially if you're trying to get a different color on the outer corner. You like kind of a grayish tone, you want to switch it up. I would try this. It's great quality, it's just not my favorite color. Then the next eyeshadow that I'm going to be showing you guys is in Hello. This is such a cute yellow color, and it is a matte finish. Now, I wasn't expecting this to look on the lid the way that it did. So it doesn't look this yellow on the lid. It's very, very wearable. So I like to wear this on the lid, and I think I used the other day Cornelius in the crease. It just looks like such a great combination. I don't know. I just really like it. It's very simple, very good, everyday type of color. So I thought this was going to kind of be a little bit too much, but it's not. Once you blend it out, it is a very wearable yellow to put on your lids. Okay, then the next color is in Pop Rocks. Now this color I had not used yet, and the reason why is because I didn't want to be selfish. I wanted you guys to be able to see what it looks like in the pan. So this is what Pop Rocks looks like. It is a tie-dye eyeshadow, and I didn't want to dip my brush or my finger into this until you guys saw it, because I wanted you to see it the way that it truly is when you first get it, because it's so beautiful, a great tie-dye color. So I'm going to be doing swatches at the end for you guys, but I'm just going to do a little swatch now, just because I'm just like highly interested to see how it looks. Okay. Okay, so this is just a very pretty purple, glittery blue. I don't know why it reminds me of the Flintstones, but that's what it reminds me of. I don't know, like one of those like Flintstones vitamins. I don't know, that's what it reminds me of. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I really like this color. Maybe I'll do a makeup tutorial using this, because I think it's just so pretty and unique, and I love that it's tie-dye. That just makes it so much fun. But this finish is called the Dyed, it looks like. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, tie-dye. That's probably what they're just trying to say, that it's tie-dye. But I will say that it also has glitter in it. It's like a mixture of matte with just a touch of glitter in it. So I would get this. This is so fun and unique. I love tie-dye. I'm getting a little excited, as usual. Okay, so the next one is in Snapdragon. I love this color too. Taco Daddy and Snapdragon are just such amazing colors to use on the lower lash line. And this is another color that I used in my Spring Pop of Color makeup tutorial. I showed you 4 different options using the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. So this is a matte finish as well, and it's just the prettiest green color. I love it on the lower lash line. And just like Daddy and Taco, it looks really good paired with the MAC eyeshadows and All That Glitters, and either Texture or Soft Brown in the crease. So highly recommend getting these. I think I'm super excited about the Snapdragon, Taco, and Daddy eyeshadows that I got. I think those were so exciting for me, and I really got into Pop of Color this year. I wasn't so much last year, but I really got into Pop of Color this year. Now on to Taco. I keep talking about Taco, but now you're going to finally see it. This is definitely one of my favorite eyeshadows from ColourPop Cosmetics. It is a matte finish, such a good color to put on the lower lash line. I was wearing this completely during my one video. What video was it? Oh, it was my Spring Beauty Essentials video. So I will link that video down below just so you can see what it looks like on the lower lash line. Daddy is the one that I wore mostly in my Spring Pop of Color makeup tutorial, so I will link that. And then Snapdragon I used in my Sephora VIB Rouge sale haul, so you guys can see what that looks like on my lower lash line. So I wanted to show you guys so many videos with them because I'm so obsessed with these eyeshadows. They're definitely going to be in my next favorites, so, and probably every favorites for a very long time. I said, you know what, they might be beating Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, and they are. I just absolutely love these eyeshadows, and they're so affordable. They're $5 a piece. But you can't get anything better than that. Okay, so the next one is in Too Shy. Now, I'm a little nervous to open this up because when I did get it, this did fall apart. I was a little upset with that, but I mean, I can still use it, and it's such a pretty color. But I'm just going to be really careful in trying to show it to you guys. So I'm going to kind of tilt it and show you guys, and I'm going to put the cap back on. But it's just this very pretty blue color, and it also has like a tinge of purple to it. This is a pressed pigment. So there was one in here that said it was a pressed pigment, but to me it was just matte. Was that Daddy? Like, let me just go on a rant about how this is not the same. Okay. So as you saw, this was glittery. This was glittery. This is matte. Why was this labeled? I mean, I really don't care what it was labeled. They're both great eyeshadows. Now, Too Shy, I really like putting on my lower lash line as well. I wore that on my lower lash line in my April 2015 Beauty Addictions of the Month Monthly Favorites video. So I will link that video down below so you can also see that, me wearing it. Oh my gosh, as you can tell, I really like these ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows, and I would highly recommend that you guys go check that out. I will link ColourPop Cosmetics ColourPop Cosmetics website down below so you guys can quickly go over onto that website. I will also link all the links for every single eyeshadow directly on my blog, which I will link my blog down below as well. My blog always has pictures, links, swatches, and prices for all of the products that I mention. Maybe not every product that I mention will have a picture and a swatch, but it will always have a price and a link. So I would check out my blog if you want to get more information on these ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. They are amazing. I think they're high quality, they're creamy, they blend well, they're beautiful. I love the unique creaminess of them. I've had creamy eyeshadows before, but these are the creamiest that I've ever tried. I think there's such a great selection of colors, and I would highly recommend checking out ColourPop Cosmetics. Okay, now that we got the review out of the way, let's jump on into the makeup tutorial. Off camera, I went in with the MAC Fix Plus To Go setting spray and the Maybelline Dream Looming Touch Concealer in Nude, and I placed it on my brow bone just to cover up my veins. And then I went in with the MAC Paint Pot in Perky. Next, we're going to place Shop in the crease, and we're going to be using the Sigma E40 brush to place it. So let's just dip that into Shop. We're going to start on the outer part of our crease right here and then work our way in. Now we're going to go in with Tea Party, and we're going to place that on our lids. And to place it, I'm going to be using my fingers. So I'm just going to place my finger into Tea Party, and then we're going to start on the center of the lid and then work our way in. Now you don't have to go all the way out because we're going to be placing black on the outer corner, but you definitely want to get that center and inner part of your eye on the lid. Off camera, we're going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Single Eyeshadow in Noir, and what we're going to do is we're going to place it with the MAC 242 brush just to place the black eyeshadow in the outer corners of our eyes. So let's just dip that in, and then we're going to place on the outer corner. Then I'm going to dip my MAC 217 brush back into Noir just lightly so we can get a little bit of color on it, and then place it on the outer corners of our eyes and then blend it out. Off camera, I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Eyeliner. Next, we're going to go in with face primer. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer in Clear. So I just did 2 pumps of that, and then put on my cheeks, forehead, nose, just rub it in. Next, we're going to go in with the Sephora Collection 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation in Linen. And to place it, we're going to be using the Sigma F80 brush. We're going to place a little bit on our cheek, forehead, nose, chin, and then we're just going to blend it out. Now we're going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. I'm going to place that on our cheeks and then right underneath our eyes. I'm doing this because I have redness on my cheeks, so if you don't want to go that far down, that's fine, whatever you are comfortable with. Place it, I'm going to be using the Sigma F86 brush and place it on my cheek, under eye, and then blend. Off camera, I went in with the Sephora Collection Retractable Brow Wiz in Honey Blonde, and I put that on the majority of my eyebrows. And then I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Taupe, and I put that on the very ends of my eyebrows. Now, I want to apologize if you can hear construction. I'm really sorry, but they just started in the middle of my makeup tutorial. How freaking rude, right? So I apologize if you can hear that. Hopefully you can't, but let's just move on. So now we're going to go in with Glow. This is from the KathleenLights Where the Light Is palette, or Foursome, and I'm going to be placing this on my brow bone. So I'm going to use the MAC 252 brush and just dip that in, and then I'm going to place it right here. Next, we're going to go in with blush. I'm going to be using the Milani Rose Powder Blush in Tea Rose, and I'm going to place it with the MAC 168 brush. So just dip that in, and I'm going to place it on our cheeks. Now there's a Now there is a dog barking. I apologize. No one got the memo that I was filming a makeup tutorial. Now I'm going to be going in with Dim Light from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. I'm going to place that underneath my eyes. To place it, I'm going to be using the Sigma F35 brush. Next, I'm going to contour. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer. And when I'm contouring, I'm going to be using a couple different brushes. First, I'm going to use the NARS Ita brush, and then I'm going to blend it out with the Sigma F55 brush. I also have a contouring and highlighting routine, and I will link that down below for you guys, just so you guys can see how I contour with powders. Today I didn't highlight, but I did contour, so I would check that out if you want a more detailed routine to watch, to figure out how to do it. So let's move on. So I'm also going to use another powder from the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers, and I'm going to be going in with Snow Bunny, and we're going to place that on our cheeks just as a little highlight. This isn't the most pigmented highlighter, so if you want something a little bit more subtle, this might be a better way to go. Off camera, I went in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and I put it on my upper and lower waterline. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in with Tea Party. I'm going to be using the Sigma E46 brush, and we're going to use that to place Tea Party on the inner corners of our eyes. So I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. We gotta finish the look with some lipstick, of course, so I'm gonna be using the Revlon Lip Butter in Strawberry Shortcake. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadow makeup tutorial and review. Please let me know down in the comments what your favorite ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadow is. Mine is between two. I can't just pick one. It's Cornelius because it is the perfect crease color, and then Taco because it is the perfect lower lash line color to do a pop of color. It's just so pretty. So if you want to see more videos from me, please click subscribe below. Like this video if you'd like to, and I will see you all in my next video.